Dogs have been man's best friend for centuries, and there's a good reason for that. Not only are they loyal and loving companions, but they're also extremely intelligent and can be trained to perform all sorts of helpful tasks. From herding sheep to leading the blind, dogs have always been ready and willing to lend a helping paw. In recent years, they've even been used for jobs that are too dangerous for humans, such as sniffing out bombs or drugs. But it's not just their skills that make dogs so special. They can also be seen as everyday heroes at home. Some studies have shown that dog ownership can actually increase levels of oxytocin in humans, sometimes called the cuddle hormone, because it's associated with happiness and bonding. So not only do dogs make great friends, but they can also be beneficial for our mental health. In this video, we'll show you how dogs are saving lives in one unexpected way, simply by giving the warmest hugs. A Reddit user shared this unusual historical image of some men and their canine companions, which surprised many dog fans. The photo was taken in 1902 in the city of Thiers, which is known as the French capital of knife making. Back then, knife grinders would lay face down to save their backs from being hunched for long periods of time while they worked. And at their feet, their furry best friends would snooze away and keep them company. According to the image sources, these workers were encouraged to bring their dogs to work to act as heaters to keep them warm against the harsh winter cold. Other online users have jumped into the discussion to ponder whether this curious photo story holds any truth. Some of them argued that it's not too unlikely they were able to train the hounds to do the job, as it's almost natural for dogs to crave some cuddles. One Redditor even noted something in common between the dog breeds in the picture. Their comment reads, "And these are hound breeds by the look of it, which do not need to be trained to hog the furniture, even if the furniture is already occupied. You put a hound in a room with a couch, it doesn't matter what else is in that room, or what else is on the couch, the hound is on it." Another user says, "I had a Basset. One time I was on his couch and he wasn't having it. He went to the door acting like he wanted to go out. As soon as I got up and walked over to open the door, he ran around me and jumped on the couch. I am not sure if dogs can have eating grins, but he sure as hell looked like he had a eating grin." Other users theorize the behavior might be related to the dog's keen senses, like their sensitivity to scents and their natural instinct to find safety amongst their pack members. They posted, "I'm wondering if it has to do with smells too. Considering a couch or bed is the most used furniture, do you think since they are pretty smell-driven that they want to be surrounded by their loved one's smell? I'm probably overthinking it, but it makes me happy to think they do it out of love." Meanwhile, other users view the story's possibility from a different angle by citing different examples in history, like the names of some music bands. One Redditor explains, "Supposedly the band name Three Dog Night came from this. The official commentary included in the CD set, Celebrate. The Three Dog Night story, 1965 to 1975, states that vocalist Danny Hudden's girlfriend, actress June Fairchild, best known as the Ajax Lady from the Cheech and Chong movie Up in Smoke, suggested the name after reading a magazine article about Aboriginal Australians. It was explained that on cold nights they would customarily sleep while embracing a dingo, a native species of wild dog. On colder nights they would sleep with two dogs, and if the night were freezing, it was a three-dog night." What else is known about this French photo? Well, on Twitter, the very same image was posted by a user named Pete Davis, with more details of when it was taken and a link to a historical blog account. Apparently, the business of cutlery production in France was no walk in the park back in the 1900s, as Davis puts it. These knife workers were in Thiers, renowned for knife making at this time. Water powered the grinding wheels, so workplaces were damp and wet and cold in winter. It was known as Hell's Hollow because of the constant and deafening sound of the river. Working conditions were really hard. The cutlers shaping the blades on the grinding wheels were called yellow bellies because, in unique Thiers style, they were grinding the blades laying over the wheel with a dog on their legs to keep them warm. Someone backed up these claims by responding to the tweet, saying, "I saw it demonstrated for real once. I think at a Bergen and Ball press day in the 90s. A long retired knife grinder came in and was suspended almost in air and lowered onto equipment. Also, I think running water in the factory was noisy. Fortunately, both humans and dogs are no longer subjected to these peculiar and hazardous working conditions in Tier. The once water-powered machines have all been replaced by electricity and modern technology, but Tier and the surrounding area continue to produce between 70% and 80% of the French-bladed tools. The city has gained the title of Knife Capital of France thanks to its museum and an annual international blade show. And while we're not sure if some knife makers can still bring their canine friends to work with them, maybe it's best that they stay safe and happy in their humans' homes. With fun stories from history like this one, we can all agree that pets deserve more credit for their important roles in human lives. Who knew hugging your dog can have so many unexpected benefits? The next time you're feeling down, try spending some time with your furry friend. You might be surprised at how much of a difference it makes. Sound off in the comments if you have other amazing examples of how dogs are awesome companions, or hit that thumbs up button to let us know if you want more interesting videos like this. Subscribe to our channel and come back soon for all them good stuff.